U.S. President Donald Trump has boasted that his war in Iran has led to a very rational, very different, and much more reasonable leadership in Tehran. But the elevation of 6 hardliners to top security positions this week suggests that Iran's new command is neither moderate nor inclined to compromise. These appointments mark a shift in approach compared to the more cautious tone under Mojtaba's father, Ali Khamenei, the former supreme leader who was assassinated by Israel and U.S. at the start of the war. It suggests that the leadership wants to move from Ali Khamenei's traditionally more cautious approach to deterrence toward what could be described as offensive deterrence, said Hamidreza Azizi at the Clingendael Institute, a think tank in the Netherlands, to CNN. The men now rising through the security establishment have spent their careers confronting Iran's enemies. The announcement of the senior appointments by the supreme leader Mojtaba Khamenei on Monday followed the naming of a new national security chief, Mohsen Rezai, a day earlier. Rezai has long called for resistance against the United States while acknowledging a place for negotiation. In March he warned that if the United States strikes Iran's electricity infrastructure, then response will not be an eye for an eye, rather, it will be a head, hands, and feet for an eye. Rezai belongs to a faction of IRGC that believes the only way to get fair concessions from the U.S. is the continuation of fighting, exerting pressure on the U.S. and a steady dose of pain on Donald Trump, said Sina Azadi, assistant professor of Middle East politics at George Washington University. His elevation feeds into the overall Iranian strategy of prolonging the conflict with the U.S. and ensuring that Trump's allies face defeat in the midterm elections, Azadi told CNN. That leadership believes that Iran's weak response to the killing of Qasem Soleimani, the leader of Iran's elite Quds force, by the U.S. in 2020, was one reason Trump escalated pressure in his second term. Soleimani was targeted by a U.S. missile in Baghdad at the end of the first Trump term. Iran did not retaliate directly, despite furious rhetoric. This new group of leaders are more willing to use Iran's own military capabilities directly and challenge adversaries without the same level of restraint, says Israeli analyst and Iran watcher Danny Citrinowicz. The current leadership in Tehran is far more risk-taking, according to Vali Nasr, author of Iran's Grand Strategy. It is not a complete break with Ali Khamenei's approach, but it does represent a harder and more explicitly confrontational version of it, said Azizi.
Please don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons. It really helps.